beautiful little things. They create peace for us. Well, Karakos is out for the night. We have a big day tomorrow. Indeed, we'll have many dreamers coming around. With the new openings of Sinnoh, many will come to rest. Well, we can expand business then. Our help will be able to serve many. One cannot prepare to rest without rest itself. I have grown tired. You don't need to always sleep overnight here. You can rest at your own place if you need. I've grown sentimental to the place. Nowhere else I would rest than here. Well, I can't hate commitment. Good night, Musharana. Hopefully tomorrow we get a very bustling business. Oh, yes, Sardino, my friend. I hope so, too. So, all of this is facts about me? Rather, you're kind. Just kind of to let you identify yourself. I told you were stronger than you thought. Huh. Look at some of these, so apparently I'm awake to a lot of stuff. How do you get all this? Data searching. I do it commonly. It's all just secret information. You can gather a bunch about other Pokemon from other websites. But the ones I access are pretty deep and hard to find. Well, I appreciate it. It's a lot to go over, but it's fun. Can that work for, like, families as well? Families? I mean, I could find people, but I don't know if I could, like, find certain somebody just by looking at their name. Makes sense. Just curious is all. I know you're curious when you are. That wasn't curiosity. What's on your mind? I mean, I've been away from my family for a while. Didn't know if it was possible for you to, like, hack into security cameras and see if they're okay. Oh, I could probably do that. Just not now. I don't know their identity or where they live or any of that. But all this is pish posh otherwise. Besides, why would you want to know? Me and my family, sometimes struggle to get along. It's just kind of nice having each other. But I always do want to care for them. And, well, a lot of other reasons. Just personal things. I get it. I had a family. You did? Well, I think I did. It's hard to remember exactly. I lost a lot of information, but... just a fuzzy mind. Don't worry, I'm sure it's a-okay. Well, I'm sure you'll meet them someday. Those two get along quite... It's hard to say how. I mean, they're practically best friends in a way. It's kind of funny when you think about it. But relieving at best. I kind of like their friendship. Don't get too caught up. After all, we each got things we need to do. It's probably the closest thing he has to family after you. What? Aren't we his family as well? We're related? I mean, yeah, but there's other things at play. I mean, who knows? We're not biologically related, but it's just stepsisters, I guess. It's just a step forward, but Umbreon will come to understand it. He's neat like that. Alright, you two, snap out of it. We need to go and find another crime. Where's Umbreon? With the monkey. Umbreon, we just got a call. We're heading to... Pack up and get ready. We're heading to Driftvale City. Another crime. Driftvale? Oh yeah, a little ways away from me. How did you... never mind. Well, I'm gonna get going. I'll be back later, and I guess we'll play games. Sounds good, Bez. Well, yeah, alright. One of the workers came around. They ended up finding her resting body. She apparently died in her sleep. Couldn't find any visible wounds on her. Here's a crime for you. No blood. Please don't force it like it's a good thing. A corpse is a corpse. Quite a place for someone to be resting. Is it a half a house? Like an apartment and a work office? Not in the contract papers. This must have been a temporary solution. Though we got alibis from the worker that came in, and Audino. She likes to rest at the building. She likes to rest overnight here. She's a little wounded, but everything seems intact with her. I'm not seeing any stabs. Must have been some kind of poison or internal injury. No, she died in her sleep. She was long gone before it. You notice when they're gone, when their dreams stop manifesting. Okay, then what is she doing here? Apparently, she works overnight. Sometimes she'll finish up paperwork. She owns this building. Meditational therapy. Pretty close. Meditational what? Meditational therapy. It's a thing some Pokemon do. They hold buildings, and people can come in if they want to relieve their mind through meditation. I only know of such things because my sister used to do this. A meditation Pokemon would fit quite well for such a job. Who worked with? That would be me. You're the one who found it. You work with this build. You work with the victim. She's the one who came by and reported the corpse. I found it accidentally. She told me she would be fine resting overnight, but now I should have taken her with. I shouldn't even have let her stay. Hey, darling, it's going to be all right. Look, let's move over. Talk to me for a bit. Tell me what happened. Okay, I got this. Was there anything special happening? There was, as far as I'm aware. There was an event happening later today. Musharana was bringing a bunch of newcomers from Sinnoh to come relieve themselves. It was to be a big event, but such things must be cancelled. Explains why your men are guarding the front of the building, in case anyone shows up. No need to worry. The event in question was set to start early, but as far as things are aware, that won't be happening. Free. Hello. Freeze. No one tells me to freeze. Who are... Alright. Ma'am, detectives, ma'am. And you are a well-valued customer to Musharana. A very close friend as well. Now, if you'll excuse me... Fortunately, you're not gonna be seeing... excuse me. I'm pretty sure she's dead. She died last night. I'm sorry. Died? Here? But today was her big day. She was getting new individuals from Sinnoh. I thought... There was a change of plans. Bigger question, why are you coming through the back? I'm her best customer, so you know. I've come every session. But it seems... that's not gonna be happening anytime soon. Damn it. Look, I'll just leave. Clearly, things won't help if you all get in my way. I don't think so. You're a suspect, and you're gonna be staying right here till we know who you are. This is absurd. You can't... I don't know what you want. Look, how about is there anything I can do? I mean, the last thing I want is to look like some kind of fraud just for acting like I normally would. You said you're a customer, right? If you're as close as you say, do you have anything that could prove... One moment. If that doesn't help, I'm on her list for today. It's a list for customer. The ones that were coming in today. I think we have a lead. A girl who claims to be working with them, or at least is a customer, though she was acting strange. Which part? Coming through the back door? I had a feeling she had reason. We checked her file. They didn't work with them in any way. Then perhaps they are a customer. If that is the case, then we could probably tackle multiple things. But someone needs to get out there and talk to her. I'm willing to do it, but I feel like the way she's acting, my personality might be a little too harsh for her, evidently. I can do it. I mean, I've only done like 2 other people before this. Alright, Umbreon, you think you have what it takes? Well, duh. It's an evolution. I know how to take care of them. Besides, I've dealt with Vaporeons before. Ugh, must have been his old complex he was talking about. Relax, let me do it. I'll get the information out. I'll be quick. Alright. Let's see what he got. You again? I was expecting someone tougher look. Well, I don't have to be tough. All you have to do is answer a couple questions of us. I don't see what I need to answer. I gave you all everything I know. So what? Coming through the back door was suspicious? And not expecting a dead body is suspicious? Well, we've had cases in the past that, we've had cases in the past where our killers are the most obvious ones. Look, if I answer your questions, can you promise you'll get me out of here? I have a date I need to get on. I'm going to meet up with an espion, a big friend of mine. We'll be getting you out of here. Just answer a couple things for me first. First of all, what were you doing? I went to that place because I was attending a seminar with Musharana and other individuals. She was holding a special kind of arrangement for meditation this time around, one with Sinnoh-based Pokemon. I'm just an avid rival. I come almost every time she presents one. They help relax from what? It's a coping mechanism. I go there to escape a lot of painful things in my past, such as mild stress, anger, and it just gives me free time. I feel more calm when I do it. I used to be very angry-headed. It wasn't really that good for me. But then why come through the back door? I mean, you had multiple other options. I don't live far from where the building is. Behind it, actually. I just take the back door. I agree with Musharana, it was the common practice. I didn't expect any of this. It's all coincidence. You have to believe me. What about the thing you were mentioning, with the Sinnoh individual? Yeah, with the border opening, Musharana was able to connect with a bunch of others who want to find new relaxation when they meet their family. So we went there. After all, she has a very interesting practice. It's helpful in many ways. Well, it was a big turning point for her. Look, if you wanted to keep it between us, Musharana's been struggling lately. She's had a lot of mental issues. And her own meditation was struggling to help herself. She told some of us that came around that she had recently lost some family members, a lover, and things just continued to go downhill for her when it came to business. Because of it, Musharana was working hard to balance a bunch of information, especially like who's going to take over if something were to happen to her, like Audino or Caracosta. It only hurts more knowing now that she's gone. But in a better place. That's a good way of thinking about it. Yeah, I suppose that helps. Well, that's about everything. I don't know there's much more I can tell you. Though, I do have that list, and you two seemed pretty interested in it. If you need to talk to some customers, see who could have done this, I'll give it over. But look, I'm not trying to start anything. Just leave me out of any flyers or posters you make of me. Oh, no, we're not gonna do any of that. This is more private. Look, you're safe with us. We don't think you did it. A relief. I was getting anxious. Does that mean I can go? It should. Let me, go check real quick. Hey, yes? Just a quick question. Do I know you from somewhere? I mean, not from the whole meeting thing, but your voice sounds familiar. Huh? I've been around Unova forever. Maybe? Never mind. It's like a buried memory. My bad. Well, don't worry about it. I'll wait here. Just go do your thing. Okay. Well, that was a weird last interaction. I don't know what that was about, but I think we got all our information. We did. You did great. Thanks. But we can't deem her clear yet. We need to investigate a couple more things. Actually, we should talk to those customers and the people who work with her, right? I feel like that would be our next best step. Didn't you already talk to Adi? No, she ran away before I got a sit. But she did mention another one, Caracosta. Perhaps we can meet him and go over and locate it. Gudra, can you give us a body report? Yes, sir. The cause of death was poisoning. Some kind of aerial assault ended up filling their nostrils, and a slow and painful choking death. Do we know what from what? Some kind of effect, elixir. Probably just something that someone had around. I don't imagine it came from any particular Pokemon move. She essentially just died in her sleep. Nothing too big. So this was the after effects of some kind of poisoning. It was that severe. She smells similar. What? When I was searching around, I was looking for information and I ended up finding a Pokeball. And this Pokeball was filled with a strange scent. Do you still have it? Close that thing. Is it? Well, there's something in there. Do you think that's what did it? Hard to say. It smells exactly what she was tainted with. How about this? Krokna and Umbreon, you two stay behind. Get Graphifer to get a sample on it. Me and Meowscarada, let's go talk to that Caracosta.
May I help?
Caracosta, right? We need your help with some questions of Do you know why we're here?
Musharana. It's obvious. The news made its way around faster than the actual detectives.
Faster than his voice, too. Focus. You don't seem concerned, upset even.
I am, but I haven't been able to think about it. Me and her didn't get on the same terms before she left.
What do you mean?
She was arranging a new type of meeting, one where the new people coming from Sinnoh could unite and join in the meditation. So you know I don't support the border opening. Hearing this was upsetting and angering at best. I told her I wouldn't be joining for her ceremony. I could not attend with those kinds of people.
So you left it to Audino and Musharana to run?
Yes. At least until she cleared her mind. But I guess that won't be happening. The author should be going to Audino now that Mushinaru's gone.
Speaking of Mushinaru, we have a question. We found sedatives inside of these Pokeballs. What is it?
They come from Mushinaru. She would taint them with dream sedatives. You see, our particular group works a little different. Mostly, we deal with Pokemon who have gotten used to confined spaces. They either escape by being released by trainers, or their trainers died in some way. Those who are available, we give them practice by having them in their Pokeball. It's a calming mechanism for them. Those who haven't, well, they do it purely for the relaxation.
So it's like returning them to how they once were.
More in their dreams. The measure was effective and it trained a lot of minds, so we continued to use it. That's all I can tell you. I don't know much about what she puts in them.
I have one idea. What if they were poison? What do you mean? these people who went into these Pokeballs are just drugged with a sedative so that they relax inside. I'd imagine someone must have done the same to Mushinaru, and that's why she was poisoned. So someone trapped the Pokeball? It may have been a death sentence. We need to go look at the other customers. Come on, we'll find them. Thank you, Caracosta.
Please don't come back.
That will scan nicely. If everything goes right, we'll get a sample of who was in it at the time. Thanks again, Graffi. So, got any suspects? Suspects? I mean, for the case. You are the one that manages to pinpoint everything in this crime? Oh, the Vaporeon, I guess. Serious? Well, not like we found anyone else. It's hard enough already. We only know 2 people. I mean, that's what Masquerada and Lycanroc are doing. Besides, I think there's a lot of suspicious material going on. After the things I've seen, you can't be too sure. Well, I think it'll be alright. I mean, no point in risking everything. Want to remind you, you're the one who had your childhood... May I remind you, you're the one who had to arrest your own childhood favorite actor. Well, you had a brawl with your biggest rival. Don't remind me. Though if I do see him again, I won't be hesitant to swing. Please, I'm just nervous. I mean, we're getting used to our new father, and we've been here for almost about 3 weeks. I don't know, I'm getting used to this. I kind of feeling like just sticking around. What do you mean, like, staying with? To an extent, I think it would be nice. Oh, Umbreon wish to stay? Good fight would love best friend to stick around. Plus, again, I'm making good friends. I don't know if you have a choice. I mean, wasn't it temporary? I'm pretty sure anything's possible. But if it is, I would love to stick around. I'm getting used to this little job. Except for the blood. I mean, my family at home isn't anything special either. You got a missing sister. You've got parents that hate you, thinking you're to blame. It ain't nice. I know that feeling. I know. She's just going because she supports me. That's all it is. The therapy helped. But what about full support? After all, you were aware that there would be new individuals Of course, but I meant them no harm. I appreciate a lot of what Musharana provides. I'm done answering questions. I'm heading back inside. Well, that's the last visitor she had. Well, time to head back to the lab and the snowy outdoors. Not yet. We finished talking to everyone, but now we just need to piece the dots together. What do you mean? All those people visited last. It could be anyone who went in and poisoned. But we only have one Pokeball. And we know the Pokeball Umbreon got was the same one that was used to compare the DNA. Now that we have our customers located, we have to go in and see what the most recent DNA could be. That way, we could probably identify a culprit. Umbreon? Crocodile? Yes, Dad? Right, we went through and we found all the customers that would have shown up today and last night. I need you to give some of that remaining DNA to Graffi. Have her do a quick scan on what was left of the Pokeball. Don't worry, we're right on it. I'll get them right away. Red, that means it's ready. Alright, there were 2 primary sources in that DNA Pokeball. It's only the recently used I can recover. First is Musharana. She actually used it recently. She did poison herself. What about anyone else? There's only one other big DNA sample. It proves Crocodile right. Vaporeon. Apparently, this one is called Velvet Bishop. Our most recent suspect, Vaporeon, Velvet Bishop. And apparently, it was all thanks to that. That makes sense. If she did use it last, she would have access to everything. Huh. Well, I think we know. Hey, you okay? I thought the Vaporeon said her name was Angela. Huh? Did she? It says Velvet Bishop. Huh. Was it a cover-up name? She was probably lying. Wait a sec. It's a coping mechanism. I go there to escape a lot of painful things in my past, such as my old family. What the? Well, Umbreon, buddy, are you okay? Look, let me check you out. That's her. What are you talking about? The Vaporeon's my sister. That's my sister. Huh? Velvet Bishop. We're back, you guys. Snowfall's really going wild out there. Guys? Umbreon, come on, buddy. It's going to be okay. You just need to... I told you all to leave me alone. Bro, please. We're just trying to help. What's happening? Bitch, I couldn't explain. Master, you gotta help. Umbreon went in because we thought it was his sister, and now he's panicking, and I feel so sad. I hurt him. I want to help him. Grafify, calm down. Go play your games. No, I need to help Umbreon. He's upset. I don't like seeing him upset. Okay. Cleo, can you tell us what's happening? I was trying not to get involved, but... Do you remember how Umbreon said he had a missing sister in his family? Well, after Grafify did the results on the Pokeball, we ended up getting confidential information. She lied about her name. The Vaporeon was a fake. In fact, the Vaporeon we talked to was apparently Umbreon's missing sister. Wait, are you serious? Fully. Now he's crying in there because now he thinks she killed him. Oh, God. Well, this is not something you see every day. Umbreon, please open the door. I just found out what's going on. I'm here to help. Please talk to... No, I don't want any of you to come in. I just want to be alone. I don't want to hear anyone. Just leave me alone. Yeah, good luck with that. We still have a case to solve. Just give him time, and that way he can process all this information. No, I was gonna stick around and help him. That's what he needs. If you leave him alone, I'll put on your favorite show. Oh, shit. Alright, then. Oh, yes, Master. Sis? Oh, sorry, Evie. Mom was just getting homework done. I'm tired. What are you doing? Just homework, that's all. You're getting pretty tired. Well, we had a big day, didn't we? Uh-huh. Why are Mommy and Daddy fighting again? Oh. Well, it's hard to say. They're fighting because they don't agree on something. They're trying to even things out, make our family better. That's all it is, but the way they're doing it, it isn't healthy. Maybe I could help. I just want to see them happy. I do too, but there's some people you just can't make smile. I try for a while. They have to smile on their own terms, Evie. It's part of what makes things happy. What, Velvet? I just want to help. I don't want to see them hurt. I feel like I'm not doing anything for them. I feel like I'm the problem. What? No, you're not the problem. I promise you that, Nick. You're doing amazing. Bro, if there's something you want to know about me, I'll let you know this. I love you dearly. I would do anything to love you. Thank you. Thank you, sister. Of course, Evie. I mean, that's what I'm around for. Can you tell me about times? What? I don't know. I'm... Okay. Evie, there once lived a girl. A very young girl, and she was trapped in castle walls. She wanted to get out and see the world, but it was hard for her to do just that, because her family always kept her back, telling her the forest outside was dangerous. But one day she left, and she found a way to change her life. Forever. Morning. Morning, sis. Sis? Sister? Umbreon? Hey, it's, Musharana. I don't know if you can hear me, but I just want to tell you I'm sorry you had to learn such a way. I know it's a fray, considering your sister might be the big target of this murder. And you haven't seen her in a long time. I remember what you said about the whole Morpeko incident. About how you felt your family was to blame for everything. And you escaped reality by watching those shows to get away from it. I assume that counted your sister's leave. You thought it was your fault. There are a lot of things I think are my fault too. Like my mom's illness. If I could, I would have stopped it if I could, but I continue to blame myself constantly. I keep needing to remind myself that these things just happen and I have to let her be herself. I haven't been doing that. I apologize for being so awful. I can help though, but I can help. I'm here for you, Umbreon. I know what it's like and I'm certain she didn't do it. We just need to find a way to prove it. I have one idea, but I need your help to do it. Umbreon, I would. After all, as my apparent brother, I'd do anything for you, including helping prove your real sister innocent. If that's the case, let's pack our things and head out. Wait, right now? Oh boy. Well, alright then. Let's get going. Well, easy slipping. Let's take a look. So, are you gonna tell me your intentions with coming back? Do I have to? Dad allowed it. Besides, we're detectives. You have a right. No, I mean, why you wanted us to come back and look for evidence. Is it because don't. Look, it's not. Well, no, that's a lie. Okay, it is. I don't want it to actually be her. That's the last thing I want on my mind. She had one of the biggest DNA samples in the Pokeball. If our theory is true and she was drugged inside it, that's what you think. But I have a different theory in mind. What did Grafify say again? She said there were two primary DNA samples inside. There was Vaporeon, who was the second recent one, and then there was Musharana, who obviously went inside and got poisoned. I've listened to Grafify rant enough. I know what Pokemon have which moves. And unfortunately, I don't think Vaporeons can cast a poison inside of those things. But Musharana's can. You aren't I don't know. With the way you summed up the conversation with Caracosta, it could be true. We haven't dealt with one of those. But it's not an impossibility. I just don't want it to think that... Look, Musharana, what you said earlier, I don't want it to be her. It's the last thing I want. I love her a lot as a family member, but being convicted for a murder, that's the last thing I want. Please, I know you, just like you care for your mother, I want to be able to help and be assured that she didn't do anything wrong. That's the last thing I want to see if... You heard that too, right? Someone's in here. Come on. Pokeballs. Which one was it? Someone's looking through the Pokeballs. They're trying to find Musharana's, probably. I think we just got our culprit. Damn, if only Dad gave us his gun. Well, we don't need it. We can take her on ourselves. You go to the right. Got it. Free! Let me go! I'm sorry, Well, that's a plot twist I didn't see coming. So first of all, can we talk about how you all went back, like, without permission? It was an act of desperation. Besides, it seemed suspicious enough for one to be throwing around the Pokeball. We found what we needed to. We might have our stuff. Are you really just doing this so you don't confess it's your... Well, that, but... I just, something felt off. It couldn't be her. It couldn't. How would we know? It could have been anything. I felt it, but she was actually going through all that stuff. She was trying to look for the one that Musharana had taken. We have it. She didn't know that. If anything, I know who did... I know who did it. Please just let me out. I promise it'll be okay. I'll tell you everything. I can give it a chance. If she tells it was Vaporeon, we're screwed. Just give it a chance. Let's hear this out. So, you'll give us answers? I'll tell you anything you want to know. I didn't mean to be convicted like this. If so, then what was in the Pokeballs? Why were you looking for that? I was looking for a certain one that Musharana had recently used. Yes? There was a drug inside. A toxin. Some kind of smearing, painful poison. I was trying to look for it. Because that was the one Musharana was last in. You knew about the poison? What? No, I learned about it myself. You see, when I was working under Musharana, she was having so many rough times. I believe someone came in and poisoned and killed her after I learned about the police report. But then I started to connect the dots. Musharana did this to herself. What? To herself? Where is they going with it? That makes sense. When we initially talked to the other suspects, like Vaporeon, they all said Musharana was going through something rough, like losses of family members. And I imagine she did this to get rid of it. You actually think this might have been a suicide? After all, she is a poison type. No. You're saying she killed herself in the Pokeball with the poisoning effect. But why would she go through that issue? After all, wasn't she in the process of bringing people together in Sinnoh? Caracosta threatened to leave the team. It drove her hurtful. She wanted to help people, but it wasn't working. She just kept hurting people, herself. She told me if I stuck around, I would be in charge. But she said I could do better, and I didn't want to agree. But she did this. She got rid of herself because she thought there was nothing else. After I realized this, I came back and I tried to find what did it. That way I could keep it as a possession. But it was gone and you two were there. This doesn't make sense. How would you know about this? How would you know that it was a suicide after her death? She told me. Therefore, with all these terrible inquiries, I can't stand to stick around any longer. My time has up. I apologize if you find this severe. But, in gratitude, under my will, I have given the business to you, Audino, as the only loyal person who stuck around till the end. Thank you. It really was a suicide, wasn't it? Everything made sense. Musharana was the last one to use the Pokeball. She's a poison type. And she had the capabilities for all of these. Well, I've dealt with some of these before. If it's real, it's real. Besides, Grafai... I just finished the handwriting. It matches all right. Well, I guess it's all up to it. That's what we mark it then. A suicide. My sister is safe. She's really safe. Good on us then. Well, we found our culprit. All in the day's work. You see, I told you things work out. She still killed herself. A lot of it was because of her family issues. That's what Vaporeon ran away for. If Vaporeon had done this, don't think that way. Your sister is safe and she's not a killer. That's what we went out to prove, and we did it. You're right. It's safe now, and better, but not over. We give this to Audino and she's gonna take over the business. But that also means some new rules will be in place. I suppose this includes Vaporeon moving location. And I feel like deep down, you have some words you want to say to her. Don't you? Like, tell her that Exactly. I can't tell her that. She left the family. Adino. Hey, Thank you three so much. She helped a lot of us out with her abilities. It's a good thing we're able to give it back. You drew in quite the crowd. Oh, them? They're all people who worked with Musharana. We might as well honor them while we can. It would be nice. A ceremony. Well, you wouldn't mind it. Of course, a customer's a customer. Well, it's a neat tradition. I guess they're keeping her memory alive. I'd say it's more of passing on the torch. Musharana went through a lot, and I guess no one saw it. She helped a lot of people, even though she couldn't help herself. So, being honored in such a way would be nice. Hey, Masquerada, look! Oh boy. Oh, it's you. Hey, you're packing up? Yeah. With Musharana gone, I don't exactly have much of a reason to stick around here. You see, she was the one who got me out of a lot of tough places. But with her gone, it just really isn't the same. I know it's all in the good hands with Audino, but some things are better moving on, and well, I was planning to make my leave here for good. Are you sure? I mean, the ceremonies are just through the other doors. We would like to have you over. No, it's okay. After all, I think I'm ready to move on. I feel better, more excited. I always stuck to her because I was trying to repair things, but I think now I'm starting to see why she wanted me to care so much. We don't know how long we have in life, or if anything's gonna go wrong. But that happiness always comes around in the end. Besides, I must feel grateful. You two helped solve her case, and I couldn't be more happier. Thank you again, sir, for being able to figure out what happened to her. She did that because of her family. I mean, don't you have one? Technically, but it's more of a bird memory. I don't like my family a whole lot, if you must know. They always act out in ways, and the way they act out always ends up hurting me in the end. Hurts everyone. Too much to a point where ignorance becomes normality. Being emotional is a normality, and it hurts. That's why I came here, to move on. I guess I just didn't realize I had for a long time. And she helped open my eyes to that. So, that's exactly what I'm doing. Hey, Vaporeon! Are you almost ready? I got the car outside. Thanks, babe. Well, I'll talk to you later. If I see you again, thank you for all your service. It meant so much that you could solve her murder for me. What? Come on, Umbreon, don't let her go! Wait! Yes? I just want to say, thanks for your help on the case. I hope you have a good day, ma'am. Have a good one, sir. What was that? You're just gonna let her go? It's for the best. She's happy as she is. She escaped my family because we just weren't what she needed. And now she has a lover. She has people around her that make her feel important. But she's still your sister. You've been looking for her for long. Well, I don't think she needs me. I think she's happy. I don't need to intervene. I want to see her happy. That's what I always wanted. The one thing I want to know about wherever she was that she was doing good, and she is. I don't need to come back into her life and ruin things. Let's just get going. After all, I think I've done what I must. You did very good, Umbreon. Thanks, Masquerada. Thank you.